Of course, when I go on vacation is the day information on the 2023 Super Sentai drops. I drove through the night to my parents' house, got here, fell asleep, and literally an hour later we had pictures, information, and everything. So let's go over it all. Not my usual setup, but I still wanted to bring you guys a video to talk about it. The 2023 Super Sentai season is, as trademarked a few months ago, Ohsama Sentai King-Ohger. That means our whole cast, our whole core 5 Rangers are kings, queens, lords, and sovereigns. We've got our red this season, Kawagata-Ohger, our blue, Tonbojger, our yellow, Kamakiri-Ohger, our purple, for the first time, Papillion-Ohger, and black as Hachi-Ohger. You can see it on the screen there. They all look pretty cool. Red has this dope stag beetle going on his helmet. The rest of them super cool. We've got our first purple in the core team, which I think is super hype. The one thing that bothers me is these like Kamen Rider Geats entry form style chest plates that they have. They have their symbol on one side of them, which kind of differentiates them, but it looks Kamen Rider-y. Which is funny, because I can also say the same thing about the swords, which looks like the Sinkin swords from Kamen Rider Saber, just with like a few more bop-it peripherals on the hilt, as you can see there. I've heard from some places that the swords do transform, so I can't wait to see how that works, but right now it just looks like it's kind of all over the place to me. I didn't think I would be a fan of the capes, but that's what makes these suits for me. They look regal as all hell, because of course they're kings, King-Ohger, duh. But something about it just makes it stand out. The past 2 seasons, we've got these wild and wacky Sentai in Zenkaiger and Dawn Brothers, where every person in that team looks different, has their own unique attributes, whereas this is a lot more uniform, super uniform in fact, and I didn't think I would appreciate a return to form for Sentai as much as I do as seeing this picture. Another thing I do want to talk about is the mech and the castle in the background. This mech looks beautiful, beefy as all hell, just a gigantic, almost like a beef fighter mech, just a gigantic bugs going everywhere, the stag beetle on the top. I don't know what else to say about it other than I can't wait to see the full thing, and it might be the first mech I've picked up in a while. The castle, as many people have pointed out, looks robotic. Gonna be a part of a mech somewhere down the line. It is obvious. This is Super Sentai. We know how this goes, but I think it's a really cool way to incorporate the bugs into a castle. A little more info that we got is while they're all kings of different lands and the lands represent different things like technology and agriculture and such, something interesting is that Red is the self-proclaimed king of Shugodam, the strongest nation where guardian deities live. So, Red, an imposter, is what I'm hearing. It's very interesting in the fact that, like, all of them kind of have claim to their thrones, and Red being a self-proclaimed king is really funny because I don't know if that's going to play into the story. Like, does the rest of the team know that he's not actually king? Do they know the whole time, and they're kind of like, hey, we're better than you? And going into that fact, the official King-Ohger Twitter posted this with the poster. All kings, all centers, all number ones, what will happen in this Sentai? So it does sound like there's going to be some kind of headbutting going on, more so than the past couple seasons where it's just like the leader and his companions. This sounds like all the kings are going to try to, you know, lead the team at some point. And then our resident Toku leaker, Matt Hunt, posted on Twitter and said, an interesting rumor, here's a big one with a grain of salt. An actress from B-Fighter is returning as part of the King-Ohger cast, which would be insane. I don't know. I love Metal Heroes, and I want more Metal Hero love going on. So in the Lord's year of 2023, to get a B-Fighter cast member returning would be super sick in a Super Sentai, and it would make me want to go back and watch B-Fighter all over again. I am excited to see if we get a continuation from Dawn Brothers of something. You know, in Dawn Brothers, we have Zenkai Black from Zenkaiger, Kaido returning. I have this theory that from 45 to 50, leading up to the 50th anniversary, we're gonna have small things tie these stories together in Super Sentai, and then the 50th anniversary, we're gonna get this big blowout story that combines the past 5 years of stories. So that's just my theory. I can't wait to see if there's something in this season that kind of, you know, ties that in. If not, you know, I'm just dumb and I don't know what's happening. But those are my thoughts. Let me know yours down in the comment section down below. There are tons more on the internet. Ranger Board has a ton of interesting information up there. That's all I'm going to go through right now with this limited setup I have. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I will be back to regular videos next week, and I will see you next time.